It's another Genshin video. Yeah, I'm doing it again, I know. I'll be honest with you, I still haven't played much more. But I'll also admit, if anything's gonna get me to do it, it's the subject of this video. Because 5.0 is here, which means so is Natlan. As I said in my last video, I kinda love the aesthetic of Natlan. I think it is gorgeous. I think it is a fascinating mix of these rich tribal aesthetics. I still just wish the characters looked like they belonged there. But I'm not a designer for the game. I'm just an alcoholic who doesn't really play the game. And so with that in mind, when I was thinking of a video idea, I had a friend bring up that Natlan had just dropped. And I thought, oh, that'd be really fun. But not in the way that I typically do. As I've said multiple times, I have not kept up with Genshin. I don't know who those characters are. I don't know what they're like. I just know that I like Natlan. So, taking inspiration from my first Zenless Zone Zero video, I thought it'd be fun to do drinks based on the region itself. Things that you'd be able to find in a bar in Natlan. And to honor its mix of all of these beautiful cultures, I've tried my best to take drinks from the real world regions that inspired Natlan and blend and swap things around to make some drinks that I'm pretty excited to try. And of course, throughout the whole process, don't forget to drink responsibly. Now without further ado, let's take this off because I'm burning alive, and let's blaze to Natlan. Alright, I suppose it's actually just going to be pretty obvious what I'm trying to do here, so I might as well just tell you up front. My basic idea was to take the Polynesian inspiration and the Mexican inspiration and kind of flip-flop them in a fun way. So our first drink is actually going to be a tiki drink, the Muy Tai, but instead of rum, it's going to be featuring Mezcal and Tequila. So the first step for our Muy Tai is I actually have to make some crushed ice. Now you should probably use a rubber mallet for this instead of a normal hammer, but apparently I don't have one. And they also make special bags for you to do this too. The moral of the story is, don't try this at home, kids. Whoa! Alright, I'm actually going to shake it with some of the bigger chunks. And we will save the crushed ice for the proper drink itself. Now, all in all, this idea isn't actually too crazy because most of a Muy Tai is kind of just like a margarita. But hey, it's about the flair and fun, okay? We're going to start with 1 ounce. Strong start. We're going to start with 1 ounce of silver tequila. I've already ruined the surprise, but since Natlan is the home of the Pyro Archon, we're going to add half an ounce of Mezcal for that nice smoky flavor. Because where there's fire, there's smoke. Duh! Now then, this is the other part where it's actually quite a bit like a margarita. We're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. It's not freshly squeezed. Sue me. 3/4 of an ounce of an orange Curacao of your choice. I'm using Cointreau because I have it here. That was a little over 3/4 of an ounce, that's fine. I don't know if this is technically a Curacao, but whatever. I don't think anybody's gonna get mad at me. Now the last thing would typically be some orgeat, but I don't own any. And I have this lying around, and I thought it was fitting, and also I need to get rid of it. So once again, to bring about that fire motif for our Pyro Archon, we're gonna be pulling out this cinnamon simple syrup I made by melting down just a whole bunch of cinnamon jelly beans. Oh god, it just smells like liquid red hot. Jesus. Now it's quite strong, so I'm only going to be doing half an ounce of that. And then we shake. Now I don't actually have a glass the right height for this. You should have like a double rocks glass, I guess. But everything I have is either too tall or too short. So we're gonna settle for this. It's not gonna be able to contain all of this. But I wanna do the fun garnish, and I can't do it if the glass is too tall. But I can do it if it's too short and I just don't pour all of it into it. First we are going to fill up our glass with all this crushed ice. Alright, good enough. I'm going to strain our drink into here. Gotta leave a bit of room at the top. I was right, there's like half this drink left. Alright, so parts of this I kind of am playing by ear. Typically with a Muy Tai, you finish it by floating dark rum on the top. I don't know if I want to do that or something else yet. So I'm gonna taste this, and I'm gonna look at my options, and we're gonna make a decision. That is delicious, but I'm not gonna tell you what it tastes like yet. Alright, I've got 3 options here. Now we want to fully commit to the tequila idea. We could do gold tequila, because that's kind of like the dark rum equivalent of tequila, I guess. That is pretty gosh darn good. That's a contender. Of course, we could play a traditional and go with this dark rum. That's also very tasty. It's definitely a lot more of a tiki drink if we do that. I also have this bamboo rum. I got it from work. It was about this full when they gave it to me. It's kind of green apple-ish. No, not that one. Yeah, let's keep at least one part traditional. Let's go with the dark rum. Just gonna slowly pour a couple ounces of dark rum on the top. And now, I'm praying this works. We're going to garnish it by putting in a cinnamon stick, maybe? All right, never mind, it's not gonna work. I was gonna set fire to the cinnamon stick. Fuck it, we'll do it anyway. Come on, catch, baby, catch. Oh! All right, well, we're gonna smoke a cinnamon stick. Fuck it, just throw it in there. I don't know. Now before I show you the name, I should explain there's a terrible pun involved. So the name Muy Tai supposedly comes from the words that the first person who tried it said, which is Tahitian for the best out of this world. So, with its Mexican influence, this is the Muy Tai. I know it's a bad name, okay? I thought of it and it was funny. What's not funny is how good this drink is. I've done some stuff with mezcal and cinnamon in the past, and it worked very well, so obviously not a shocker that it's working well with the tequila. But the dark rum on top really sells it in this new kind of flavor profile. Now, probably mostly because that dark rum is sitting on top. I might have added a little bit too much dark rum because the cup wasn't big enough. So that's gonna mix it all up, but now we're gonna know what it actually tastes like. Well, there's all the cinnamon in the mezcal. All right, the smoke is definitely out to play now. Damn. Tequila and mezcal love to make these sweet-ish drinks. I'm of a firm opinion that the super sweet margaritas are garbage. You should make a margarita the bare bones way: lime juice, little bit of agave nectar or simple syrup, little bit, some orange liqueur, tequila. That's it. That's all you really need. And so having this be that kind of sweet-ish drink, that basically a margarita with cinnamon in it, and then that dark rum just blows up your expectations in this weird way and says, hey, maybe it's okay to be sweet. Maybe it's okay to get a little fun with it. And so all of them together, the sweetness of the dark rum is telling you to have fun with it, to embrace that sweeter side of those ingredients, which tequila and mezcal, to me, usually kind of take out of it. Kind of say, hey, it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. And rum is saying, fuck that, this is sweet. Let's have some sweet times. Let's have a sweet drink. And so the way that those all play off of each other is making this fun wave of flavors. Lime juice and Cointreau, cinnamon, mezcal, and all the while, you're feeling that rum funk. You're feeling it a little bit. It's not overpowering. It's just letting you know that it's okay to taste those flavors. It's okay to have fun with it. And I am obsessed with the smokiness of the mezcal. Coming right off the tail end of the cinnamon, it always works. It always makes a fun flavor. At this rate, I'm hard-pressed to find something dark rum doesn't make more fun. I am rapidly becoming a dark rum fan. Everything I've had with it, it has made the flavors so much more interesting. That rum funk has added something fun to every drink, something funky. And in here, it's turned what was otherwise basically a margarita with some cinnamon into this fascinating new experience. It is a constant informant of the flavor profile while never being the focus. That's a great drink. And it's setting me on fire already, clearly. All right, I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna go turn my AC back on because I am on fire. And then we're gonna get into 2 more drinks. Hey, real quick, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the video so far. I know I'm enjoying making it, and hey look, little previews of the future, huh? If you'd be so kind, I'd really appreciate it if you considered liking, commenting, subscribing, doing all of the YouTube things, but especially sharing it with all of your friends, everyone you know who loves Genshin, everyone you know who loves alcohol. I don't know. I don't care. Just send it to someone. You know what I mean? Anyways, thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. It's over there, actually. It's that way. All right. Before this next section, a couple of notes. First of all, I realized between takes that half of my AC is broken. Again. So, I really am feeling the fire tonight. The second note is that while we are doing two cocktails, kinda similar to the last Genshin video, they're pretty similar and neither one is all that complicated. So excuse me if it feels like we're kind of speedrunning them. But first, we are going to make a Natlan Paloma. I can't think of a better name for that one. If you have a better name, let me know down below. Both of our next drinks are built in a glass, so nothing fancy is required for these. I felt kind of bad about the first drink requiring something as weird as cinnamon simple syrup, so that's why these two are a lot simpler. Basically, we are just going to make a Paloma, but with some black rum. We're gonna throw in 2 ounces of our black rum. We're gonna add ½ an ounce of lime juice. And you know what? Instead of salt, let's embrace the rum. Let's embrace the sweetness of a tiki drink. We're gonna add just a pinch of this rainbow sugar. Why not, right? And then simply top with some grapefruit soda. Sure, that's probably good enough. That's probably too much. Oh well. And then garnish it with a lime wheel. And just like that, you've got yourself a Natlan Paloma. Hot damn, that's pretty good. Okay. How much of this is the grapefruit? Hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of grapefruit in there. I might have poured in too much grapefruit. Oh, but that is delicious. Oh, the darkness of the grapefruit is matching the darkness of that rum funk perfectly. This is a funky drink. This is not a drink for everyone. If you don't like grapefruit or rum funk, you're gonna hate this. But, I mean, oh, simple as can be, that is every ounce of fun of rum funk, every ounce of fun of grapefruit. I assume. I honestly don't have that much grapefruit anything in my life. But I can tell you, here is pretty good. I mean, yeah, it's hard to describe other than it's rum funk and grapefruit funk. They work well together. That's pretty much the whole drink. I don't know what else to really tell you. There's nothing that complicated going on. It's just good if you like those things. I can tell this ain't for everyone. It's a bit funky. It's a bit stanky. If you don't like that, you're not gonna like this. But if you love rum funk, you're gonna love this. I am curious what a pinch of salt actually would add. Ooh, actually, put in the pinch of salt. Maybe not. It's a lot lighter now. The funkiness is calmer. So if you don't like the funk, put in the salt. You might like this a little more. Either way, I mean, that's tasty. That's a good Paloma. As someone obsessed with rum funk, that's a tasty drink. I really like that. But like I said, speed run. Next drink. Our next drink is gonna be a take on ranch water, but again, with rum. We're gonna do 1½ ounces of white rum. I forgot the ice. ½ an ounce of lime juice. And then typically you would top with Topo Chico. There was no normal Topo Chico near me that wasn't weirdly expensive, and I don't like mineral water to begin with. So I decided to split the difference and get Topo Chico, but in lieu of the optional orange liqueur that some recipes may add, and go for this tangerine and ginger extract Topo Chico. We're getting the right name brand in. We're still getting the orange, but not as much, I guess. And hey, if that ginger is really in there, we're getting the spice for Natlan and the fire. It all works out, right? You can feel the ginger. Ooh, you can taste it too. Oh, that's really good. I hate seltzer, but that's really good. Orange and ginger. Okay, that's something to keep in mind for the future. Anyways, we're gonna top it off with that Topo Chico. Again, that might have been way too much. I don't know. It said top it. Give that another lime. It's supposed to be a wedge, but I was already cutting wheels, so And there you have your Ameyalco Water. I really hope I'm saying that right. Honestly, do correct me on that one. Is it Ameyalco? Ameyalco? I don't know. I took French in high school. Not that that word is even Spanish. It's technically, I think, an Aztec language. It's Nahuatl? I don't know. So please let me know, somebody who does know. Anyways, let's try this. Oh, yeah? Absolutely. That is delicious. It is so light and refreshing. I want to find that rum in there. Hold on. What the fuck was that? It's kind of gone. Yeah, it kind of disappears, the white rum. No, it's there. It's the feeling of it. Not the flavor, but that, for lack of a better term, kind of nail polish remover-esque vibe. But it's there. That's also kind of the vibe I tend to get from seltzer waters. It's kind of not too dissimilar to just having a hard seltzer. But the lime juice and the flavors of these seltzers and the strength of the rum is making this a lot more enjoyable to me. My problem with hard seltzers is typically that they're not really flavorful enough. I don't like flavored seltzer water. I can't stress it enough. I don't like it. I need flavor, and there's never enough in them. And that especially goes for hard seltzer. It just feels like flavored air that's trying to get you drunk and failing. This, I could get drunk off of, because not only is there a flavor, there's enough of a flavor that I don't know I'm getting drunk. And there's enough rum in here that it will actually succeed in making me drunk. I mean, if you are in the sun, that'll do you wonders. Lime and orange obviously work well. Lime and ginger obviously work well. Apparently, orange and ginger work well. So all of that, with the lightness of rum, is making that work perfectly. It's not spicy. There's not enough ginger in here to make it spicy, but there is enough that you taste it and that you feel it, and that it makes it different than other things you might have. There's no base notes. There's nothing that's sitting low in the palate. It's all just sopranos, and that's fine. I think here it works. This is all base note. There's nothing up here, it's all down here. Which is funny that they really are kind of opposites. Because that grapefruit and that dark rum sit very low, it's all bass. Whereas this is all treble. There's nothing that's giving it that weight, it's just light and airy. It's just enjoying itself. These are both something you would want on the beach. This one is a nighttime drink when it's starting to get a little cooler, but still warm enough for a cold drink. This one is midday, sun shining, everybody's playing volleyball on the beach, tiki bar-esque pleasantness. All right, there you go. Like I said, those are kind of very similar. They were both just a rum, half an ounce of lime juice, topped with some kind of soda. So that's why I did them back to back, and I didn't want to take up too much of your time with them. Kind of like the facial of the Kujosara. This probably won't be a trend for Genshin videos. It just happened twice, okay? These are much more different than those two. I think those two were pretty different. These are a lot different. These are two totally different drinks at the end of the day. Weirdly, as much as I love base note drinks, as much as I love rum funk, this one might take it for me. The ginger and the orange and the lime and that little bit of white rum in there, it's just perfect. Especially for how fucking hot it is in here. And that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I actually really enjoyed making this video. Coming up with things for Natlan as a whole was honestly really fun. So if you want to see more of things like this, please let me know down below. If you want to see more of Genshin, Star Rail, ZZZ, let me know. If you've got any other ideas, please let me know. And while you're down there, why not like, comment, subscribe, do all of the YouTube things, but especially share it with everybody you know that loves Genshin. I know there's a lot of you who love Genshin Impact, and I know you all know other people who love Genshin Impact. So please, share this with everyone that you know who loves Genshin Impact, or who loves alcohol, because there's a lot of those people too. And hey, if you would be so kind, why not please consider becoming a member? You will get early access to videos, exclusive videos, and if I ever play Genshin on stream again, all of the stream VODs. I try very hard to make it worth your while, so I do hope you consider doing so. But if not, that's fine. Just liking, commenting, subscribing, and especially sharing are all very helpful. Thank you again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in Natlan. Who am I kidding? No, I won't. I have to play like 100 hours of the game to get there. Fuck that!